Yeah, I'm having a serious headache, so I just said let me relax. And I told me nobody should wake me up. Nobody should call me.
Oh, okay.
That's
So,
why. Sorry. Mm.
oh, let's start. Let's do what we can do today. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing your screen.
Who can give me in 2 minutes? Anybody, what he or she, no, not even what he or she now, what she, because we are she, what she can remember, based on what we did last week. Anything that you can remember based on what we did last week. Anybody? Somebody?
So I did not really start with you initially,
Okay.
but when I joined, you were showing how to do transformation. So, like you've loaded the data, and
Oh,
perhaps the data requires some transformation. So you use the transform data ribbon in Power BI to do some transformations. And
oh,
then you also showed how to model data. So in the model view, so showed us how um Power BI intuitively does the links, the relationship or identifies relationship between tables. So in this case, relational tables. And he told us that the main table that contains the the numeric values and aggregates is the fact table. And then and the fact table will share relationship with dimension table, which contains attributes. So we can have different types of relationship. So that line that joins a table to another is called the cardinality. So we could have certain relationships such as a one-to-one and one-to-many relationship. And then we went over to you showed us how to do calculated um again calculated table and Calculated the different calculated what?
columns.
Ah, columns. sorry, calculated columns. I keep forgetting this. And that's when we do calculated columns, obviously still part of a transformation process. When we do it, it still takes up more space. And we know Power BI heavily consumes storage space. So, but we can use an alternative, which is the DAS. And in DAS, so DAS helps us to create, it has, what is it called? So DAS has it's like a collection of functions and maybe some operators that we can use to perform certain calculations in Power BI. So, and the interesting thing about DAS is that if we use DAS, which is applied through the measure function, it does not take up space, so the data is stored on the fly. So we can decide to hide the measure, or we can decide to even expose the measure, and we can decide to have a table dedicated to the measure. So rather than having that measure embedded in the columns in our format table, can move it to a different table. So these are things I remember from the last session.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm.
Oh, do you have anybody down the answer to that?
I think you said it all. But talk about this star schema,
Yeah, that is the
and
okay.
yeah, that is this. Yes, that it simplifies DAS expressions, making them more readable and faster to write.
Hmm.
Or is also a multi-dimensional data model used to organize data in a database so that it can be easily readable and understandable.
Yeah.
Yes, she said it all actually because there's a difference between the DAS and power and calculated columns, which you also said. She also, yeah, Nina has already said it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Where do you start today? I want to do it in a way. I was can you see my screen?
Yes,
I was playing with this yesterday so that I would your project would be similar to this, but I will you would I'll try and form it, to be honest. I'll just form it. But I'm trying to form something that will work. You know, when you form questions and it's not a prepared question by that you see on the internet, sometimes some may work, some may not work. So I'm trying to form the question that you import data from SQL server, you write the query that will bring out your SQL manipulative skills, um, manipulation skills, basically. You write the SQL query in SQL server. You can do your manipulation there, or you take it to Excel, whichever one you want. But I'll tell you what to do, but not how to do it. I think, yeah, I'll tell you what to do, but not how to do it. Um, you write the query in SQL based on the question. It's going to be maybe just simple question, yeah, basically, just for you to have an idea of what to do. There are over 1,000 functions in Power BI, a lot. But the general ones that you see almost every day, that's the one that we'll just talk about. So you bring in the data from SQL Server. Um, yeah, you import it. If you want to do your cleaning there, you can do it there. You can take it to Excel, but whichever you want to do it, you connect to SQL Server, then you bring in the data to Power BI. If you don't want to do it in SQL Server, maybe when you bring it into Power BI, you can clean it using Power Query. Whichever way, you are free to clean it, whichever way you want, if there's need to clean. Do you understand my yeah, my stories now? So
Yes.
whichever way you want to do it, but at least you must write the query because the data is not from anywhere, it's going to be from SQL Server. You must write the data in SQL Server, connect to SQL from Power BI, or if you write it in SQL Server and you are not comfortable in doing the transformation in SQL Server, you can bring it out from SQL Server, take it to Excel, do the transformation. There's a way you can connect Excel back to SQL Server or connect Excel to your Power BI and bring in your data, whichever way, but the data must come from SQL Server. Yeah. So what you will see, there are similar things to this, basically. There are similar things to this. And so let's start. Let's start. We started DAX function last week, right? And I was playing with some stuff yesterday. You know, there's this common question that says, what are your top performing states? What are your top performing products? Different things like that. What are your top this, top that, top everything, top, stuff like that. There are so many questions around it like that. So we'll do something like that today. Then I will tell you about some DAX functions that are also popular that you need to have an idea of. Yeah? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So are you catching the gist, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes. At least you are catching the gist. That's the most important thing. So there is this um there are different ways of writing DAX formulas. You know, it's like you want to cook a particular meal. There could be a 1001 ways of cooking that particular meal. The most important thing is the meal is prepared, right? The meal is prepared. Whichever way you want to prepare the meal. Sometimes it doesn't matter. What matters most is you want to prepare the meal, right? Does that make sense? You want to prepare the
Mhm.
meal. Yeah. So, um, for as long as you get the answer that you are looking for, it doesn't matter how you do it. Well, as long as what you are doing is correct and is perfect. Now, I last week we had 3 tables. I think there was sales table, right? If you bring in your data and
The system.
it's showing query one like the one in I showed me before you guys join, was showing query one, query two, query three. Please rename it to the proper name. Rename it. Please don't leave it as query one, query two. So I brought in some other tables, like I brought in dim geography
ge-
table.
geography.
I brought in customer table. I brought in product
Mhm.
category. I brought in product subcategory. I think last week, the only one we had sales,
Where says product.
product. I
We
think we
had says product, and there were three.
and date, right?
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, we did date. And I remember I told you how to do the date thing. So I brought in everything from SQL. In fact, I was cleaning it. It took me like almost 1.5 hours. I thought I'd just do it 30 minutes. It took almost 1.5 hours, but I was watching football. And I was partially, no, I was doing it, watching football, so I was a little bit distracted. But yeah, I've done it anyway. So, but I won't bring in the data again because I've taught you how to do that. I'll just explain some of the things I did. So I brought in sales territory table that sells the region, the country, the group. Yeah. Then I brought in product subcategory and product category. Normally you have product category, you have bikes, components, clothing, accessories. These are the product category, right? So under this product category, for example, bike, we have different types of bike. That one will be product subcategory. Do you understand what I'm saying? The category of a product like, I know you guys shop at, is it Next now? I think I've showed it there before. Next has category. Okay, let me show you. So you understand what I'm saying? Or do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I
Yes.
think yes.
Okay, I should
Yes.
not show you. I should not bother showing you. Okay, let continue then. Um, so this is bike.
These are the categories of
These are the
things, the
category. Yeah,
products they have.
yeah. These are the product categories they have. So under bike,
Mm-hmm.
there will be different kind of types of bike. So those types of bike would be product subcategory. Then inside the product subcategory is the what is the product itself. So if you go to product subcategory, for example, under bikes, we have
You
mountain.
know, different types of bikes.
So
Okay.
if you search with bikes here now, we have mountain bikes, road bikes, touring bikes. Those are the 3 types of subcategories under bikes. So if you now go, let me cancel it. Then under, okay, let me do it. Under this type of bikes. Let me do it again. Bikes. So these are mountain bikes is product subcategory under the category bike. Road
Mm.
bike is product subcategory under the bike. So under mountain bikes too, there will now be so many products under mountain bikes. So so many products under mountain bikes, road bikes, touring bikes will now be found under products. Do you understand? to not be found on that product. Of course, we can't determine the one that belongs to which one now unless you take them into your report. Do you understand? Do you understand those explanation I did just now?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I was able to connect them together. I think Power BI did 90% for me. These things are too big to be honest, but it is what it is. Well, can you see it? Can you see them? Hello?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so these are the connection. I don't think we need to we explained this last week. If you don't get this one right, no matter how good that person is, your report will be messed up. Your report will be messed up. So this is a star schema because there's no space enough here. This is a fact table, sales. Every other one, they are the what do you call it now? Dimension tables. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's connected.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it's connected? This one is connected to that one. And it's connected to date table. Product category is connected to product subcategory. Product is connected to this, is connected to sales table too. So all of them are connected. No one should stand alone except this one that I created, measure table. Leave that one. That one is not a table. So it's not a is created, it was created on the fly. I will show you how I create it. I think I've showed it before. This one is not connecting with anything because we formed it from any from we have taken one or two tables together to form it. So there's no need of connecting. It's not a table per se. It's like a virtual table. All right. So do you have any question
Mm-hmm.
regarding this before we continue, please? Okay. Silence means no. So now,
Silence can equally mean also not thinking to digest first.
so
So let's move.
let me. So this was what I did. If, for example, you are asked how how are our sales or how is our sales doing? How are we doing in sales? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sales over the years. How does how is our sales? Yeah, that's English sometimes. How is our sales changing? How is our sales faring?
Mm,
That is a line chart. So from
mm.
2017 to 2018 to 29, I think we did this last week too. Um, um, what do I want to say now? Yeah, I brought in
No,
dates.
we didn't do line charts last week. We didn't do any, but
Okay. But if you're
at
asked
least
how,
from SQL and the experience of SQL, what can we call?
okay, so and I did this. I've calculated the age in the customers table, customers table. And I'm telling you what I did before I brought in the data. The customers table. I did it in SQL before I brought it in. I've calculated the age. Can you see the age? In fact, I should have
Mm-hmm.
deleted this age column anyway, but I can't delete it. Let me just leave it there. I've calculated the age, right? Then I've categorized the age from a particular age to a particular age, adult, from a particular age to a particular age, elder, young adult. I think I should ask you to do that in part of the project. I don't know. I may or I should, but I should ask you to do it. So I've categorized it so that because you can't be putting 55, can't be putting age as all over, as y-axis or x-axis. It's how will you know the customer? If you have 1 million customer, how will you know? Do you understand? How will you know the customer that is 55? If you have 1 million customers that are 55 years of age, how will you put that on a chart? Do you understand? It looks so it's better to categorize them, right? Any question? You can do that in Power BI too, and do a calculated column like that in Power BI. Things like that. Any question? Yeah. So let's go back to our chat. Started
Can
tax.
you do this? Okay, sorry. I said,
Can I do what?
can you do this calculation maybe just once again, this Power BI?
You, you, you,
Is it possible?
you want me
Just
to
to
do it
see how it
again?
goes again. Yeah, just
Yeah.
once. Mm-hmm.
Time. Anyway, I've done it here already, but let me try and do it again. I did it in SQL. Um, when we use case, what do you call it now? Case when. So let me try and do it again. Hopefully, I can't remember the hour I put the age, maybe from 40 to 50. I can't remember, but let me just do something. Let me limit the column age. I always prefer doing it in SQL because that one is straightforward. Case when statement. This one it will take space on my system. Age category. So the same way you do in Excel. Let's try it. If, right? If only you ask that question, right? Okay, well, let me just do it so that I won't be asking you because you asked a question. We did it in Excel. If, oh, what did I do? What did I press now? Age category. I want to show some things today that age category two. So I say if logical test result, if true result, if false. If customer age, not age, right? Is I think I use less than, where is it? Where is less than on the system? Ah, less than or equal to 45, comma, then give it young adults, right? Young adults, comma. Since we still have um argument to do, let's do if again. If if how how this work? If customer's age. So we now we want to say between 45, want to make between 46 and 55. How do we do that? Between 46 and 55. Because we've done less than 45, so to be greater than 45, but that would be less okay. Let me try this. I don't know if there's between in Power BI. I don't think there's between there. No, no. Um, how do we argue that? Between you guys are quiet. So if it is
So
not
why not do just if? is less than 16. Okay, if less than 44 or 45, use young adults. And then if the other one is less than, let's say, 60, for instance.
Okay, as you said, this one is less than what? 45.
Yeah, just less than, not equal to years. Just
Okay.
less than.
Then this one is what?
That's the way it works.
This
This
one
one, let's say, yeah, is it 60?
50, 55. I want to put 55.
Okay.
I want it to be between 46 and 55. Yeah?
Between 46 and 55.
Yeah.
I don't know if it accepts and
Of course it
I
does.
don't think it does. So it now puts it on.
Let me do if
So
customers
between 45, yeah, so equal to 45, but less than 50.
let me see. If customer's age is equal to 45. Can you accept and comment? Let me do 45 less than 45. Okay. Let's do less than greater than 45. Greater than 45. Um, I just want highlighting. So if it's less than 45, that means we are saying 44, 45, 46. Sorry. Yeah, 44, 43, 42, 41. Now it's greater than 45, right? Or let me see if customer's age in is there. Is there between there? There's no between.
Do you know what I think?
Mhm.
That's, for instance, if you apply this condition, let's say if it was less than 45, we call them young adults. If they are less than, let's say, like 60, we call them, for instance, mature adults.
If you say
Because the first thing is going to look at the first condition.
argument, mhm,
Yes,
What
are they less than 45? If they are less than 45, it will mark it down.
mark it down,
It
of
will
course.
call them young adults. Then it will now look at the second condition. So once, let's say, a statement does not fulfill the first condition, it's going to look at the second condition.
but
So
I
to me,
thought
it
maybe
doesn't
this one is
matter.
less than
Like less than
45,
55,
young adult.
less than 55, we call them whatever, like let's say adults.
Let's put them
And
adults.
then,
Okay, I don't know the way I spell the adults. Let me be consistent. Um,
so it means between 45, sorry, yeah, less than 40. So between 45 and 54, they are actually adults.
okay, then every other thing, let's say elder.
Yes.
Let's say if this one works,
Well,
it will work.
mhm.
We have two ifs.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm. It's not work.
Did not work.
It's not work because I'm saying it should be the same thing as what we did before. Now it
Mm.
should mean okay, if customer's age is this, then adult, every other thing make it elder.
Yeah, because it's less than 55. See, 55, remember, the person that we are calling adults is less than 55. See, so it means that when someone is 55 years old, the person is an elder. Is actually correct.
Okay, it's correct. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Less than this. Okay, that was all we did. Okay, that means the
If you
arguments
wanted
are
it to,
using. So I wanted
Wanted
you
it
to
to
look at
capture
what I did.
55, then just adjust it to 56
So
then. Less than
54, yeah.
56.
But
Mm.
when I did this, I think I used a different argument.
Okay.
I can't really remember the age category I used. Anyway, yeah, it worked. It worked. So are we done now? I want you. Only has made us to do this. Oh yeah,
Yes,
do
thank
you
you for
get it?
sure. Yes, yeah, I got it. Thank you.
But I won't use I will use age category. But what me I'm thinking is if I see less than 55, it will take me back to yeah, it's correct. Anyway, let's go back to what we are doing. So I brought in those data and I created, I showed you last week how to create measure. I think we created total sales and some other stuff like that. Um, but I will do it again. So I created a new table. I call it measure table. And this is how you do it, which I showed you guys last week. I said, where is it now? Model. I think it's enter data. I think it's enter data. Okay. Yeah. I created a new table and I called it measure table. I just named it measure table. So that's what we are saying here, this measure table. Can you see? But I'm not creating it again. So cancel. So I created that table. So all the measure, you can create measures and put it on any table. But if you're looking for them, you have to be searching the table one by one, which makes it look tedious and stressful. But when you create a measure table and you put all the measures inside, so you know that when you're looking for measure, you go to that measure table. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I calculated, we did this last week. Who can remind me, what are the measures that we did so that I will not repeat myself? What are the measures that we did last week?
Mm,
We
can't
did, okay,
remember.
let me
Did you
just,
do sales? Is it no total sales, I think.
so we did total sales.
Yeah, and one other one.
And I said that is sum of sales amount, right? And I showed you how to use sum X to last week, yes or no?
Yeah. You showed us how to use some X.
So don't let me go back. I'm too, most times I like teaching what I taught last week again, but there's not time for that today. So I showed you how to use SumX. Hope you guys can still remember. It's the same to give you total sales too, but you are doing SumX. And I said SumX will iterate over each of the row in your table to calculate the sum, to go over each of the row. That is, when you say iteration, it says it will, this is sales data. It will for the some sales now it will go over each of the and it will say order quantity times unit price for this row, this times this for this row, this times this for this row, this times this for this row, to go
Mm.
over each of the row down, both rows down until everything has ended, and it will now add all of them. That is iteration. Or you see, iteration, or iteration. I don't know. I don't know the kind of pronunciation that you want to give it. That's what SumX does, right? Um, so we explained last week. Then I also calculate total total cost last week. I think so. Sum of product standard cost, which is the product standard cost that we have here, which is units all up here now. The cost for each of the products. So the cost of this is 1.8693. It has been calculated for us. So we just sum all of them, right? Just like sales amount has been calculated for us before. So we just sum all of them to give you the standard cost. And I remember asking how to do profits. And I remember somebody telling us that profit, which is correct, is total sales minus total cost, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I did that. Now, when you have a measure, let me do this again. when you have a measure already and you want to reuse that measure, right? That curly bracket, I say curly, not curly, that square bracket, that thing beside the T that looks like
Mm-hmm.
bracket, if there's a measure you have created in Power BI and you want to reuse the measure, just look for that square bracket on your keyboard. If you press one, if you press the opening one, it will show you all the measure that you have created inside Power BI. So you just click the one that you want. Do you understand? Total sales minus, if you want space, fine. If you don't want space, total cost. That's your profit. Then press enter. Any question? Any question?
No.
No. So that is that by that. That is perfect. Now let's go to calculate function. And under calculate function, I will use some functions. There's also count in Power BI. Count, count. So if you use count, like for example, we've done all of this together. So I expect you guys to still remember count. Um, where is it? This is order quantity for each product that was sold. Quantity at a particular time that was ordered. Yeah, I think that's the right word. This customer with this customer key, yeah, order this product 477. So this was the date that was given to it. Order this key, yeah, and he ordered one, just one,
Mm.
which unit price is 99. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So we can count all the um order quantity and add them together. In this case, I think everything is one. Everything is one. So let's just say count. Count is better. There's also distinct count, but there's no need of distinct count. If you want to use distinct count, that means if you want to know how many products individually do we have inside the sales table, on the sales table. That means product 477 that is showing so many times will appear only one. That is, you want to see how many products do we have, not how many products were sold. It's a different thing entirely. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Yeah. So if you want to do count, want to count all the other quantity sold, you can go here by 8 o'clock. I want to be formatting dashboard. So I will right click on measure. You can create your measure on any of these tables. But because I have created a separate table for a measure, there's no need of doing that. So I will do it here. If you mistakenly create it here, you can bring it to this measure table, which I showed you last week. If you watch the video, you still get it. So right click on here and say new measure. So we want to calculate the total, let's say quantity sold. Quantity sold. Count. Count. We are what we are sure that there are no blanks there. We are 100% sure because the data has been um, properly manipulated. So count is from the sales table. Sorry, from the sales table. Um, I think it's order quantity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Close it, press enter. So if we duplicate profit, if we duplicate profit, Control C, Control V, and drag that down here and remove what is on the profit. Yeah, remove what is on the remove the click here. I've selected this card, so I want to remove it because I want to put in the quantity sold. Uh, That's 60K. I don't like the way it's showing at 60K. Let me, it's all numbers. So why is it not showing me? Let me say general. I don't like 60K. I want it to show me.
1,000.
Mm-hmm. No, decimal number, no. All
Whole
number.
number.
All number should give me. Why is it 60K? Anyway, let us dwell on that. Yeah, I wanted it to show me. Let me see it again. I wanted it to show me um data category on categorize. No, it's not currency. It is quantity sold. Um, Change back to decimal number. So show value as no calculation. It's, yeah, it is not calculation. If you can't see that, we will have to continue. Let's try one more time. Um, it's not decimal number. It's all number or general. In percentages, no. Because in this kind of it's comma as 1,000 separate. So, uh-huh.
If you maybe just a very stupid one, but if you drag the edges, do you think it will change?
It's not changing. I've thought of that before. It's not changing. Anyway, let's leave that. You guys can research on how to do that. But I don't like the way it's showing because 60K could be,
Could be anything.
yeah, it has rounded. That means there's a particular setting that is all trained this. Anyway, let's just continue, please. Let us continue. Let us continue. Let us continue. Keep measure to the lesson. Okay, let's go. So that is count, right? So there is a measure, one of the, if not the most important measure used in Power BI. You call it calculate function. You call it calculate function. You can do a lot with it, right? You can do a lot with it. Now, that calculate function, for example, if you want to, let's say you have, I think I want to delete one of them. Let me just, I want to do like, okay, I'll show you something, then I'll delete all of this later. Or should I create a new page? Let me have a new page. Let me have a card. Let me quickly do a card within 2 minutes. Card. The card has total sales. Yeah. You can format this to the whatever that you want after, right? Um, so I can say Control C, paste. So tell me change this to what? Profit. Let me change this one to quantity sold, right? Good. Let me do a calculate. I just want to play with some stuff, right? So let me do calculate function. Calculate function, for example, if you want to see all black product, let's say you have product, where is product color? There are some that are in NA, and I did not remove it anyway. Where is
Product
product?
columns down, down.
Down. Okay, product. Let me say you have a table. Let me put color. That's a table, right? Then let me put total sales. These are all the products that you have, right? Let me just show some calculate function. Let me say you want to get the sales of black product alone. Of course, it's already showing, right? Let's say you just want to do the sales of black product alone. Let me say black product. Let me be a bit fast. Black products, right? I'll say calculate. What do you want to calculate? Sales of black products, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to calculate. So you say calculate. It's already bringing out the intelligence for you. What is the expression? Expression could be anything. Could be anything. I want to calculate total sales of what? Total sales. Can you say, and I say filter. Now, filter,
You chose total cost.
sorry. Let me see you guys are listening. Total sales. That is the expression. Can you see what's the bracket? Expression. Expression could be
Yeah,
anything
expression.
that you want to do, but that what I want to do is total sales. Filter. The filter too could be a lot of things that you want to do, a lot of things that you want to do. So me, I'll say filter. It's not because you see filter there, you must use the filter function. No, you can do or and undo whatever you want to do. Filter what? Can you see after filter, what do you see? Table, right? So which table
Mm-hmm.
do we have color of product is product table. So I'll say filter this, sorry, filter this product table, filter expression. I will say go to the product table, product color. You know, when you have in SQL where you say where color from this particular table in or where color is equal to black. So the filter
Mm.
is saying where the color column inside the product table is equal to black. Do you understand? We've done it in okay, it's not single quote, it's double quote. If not, it's true and error. So I'll close the filter, right? Then I also close the calculate. Do you understand? Hello?
Yeah.
I'll close the filter and I'll also close the calculate. Does that make sense? and also close the calculate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that is black color. Now, if you bring this here, I think it will generate everything as, yeah. I know what it's going to do. Black product. Can you see? It's that measure that we calculated now, this, I've added it to the table. It's only showing what do you call it now? It's only showing the sales for
On the
black.
black product.
Every other thing is grayed out. Any question? That's a calculate function for you. Any question? No question. That means it's simple.
It's not like in Excel. If you want to also calculate the blue, are you going to do this drop down like in Excel where you, for example, on this table now, if you want to calculate all the colors like blue, multi, and everything, how are you going to
That is
do it
already
so that
done for
everything,
you.
because only here shows only the black product.
But that is already done here for you in total sales. So there's only the back.
Ah, okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, yeah.
I,
Now that I'm seeing they are the
I,
same, they are the same end product.
I'm just showing you how to filter.
How to do it? Okay.
Filter, for example, if you want black product stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay, that's calculate for you. Now, let's say you want to, there's a function called all function, all, all function, all function, all function. Now, but let me show you another one because I want to use it in something now so that it won't be as if, this guy, where did you get this one from? So if you do back product, that means you can do so many products like that, so like that. So let me explain all function, all, all function, all function. Now, for example, um, if you look at all these products, black, blue, whatever, it's showing the total as 29,000, 29,358 pounds, 677.22, right? If you want to calculate the percentage of sales for each of the color, now for black, now you will say 8838 divided by 29,358. For blue, you will say 227 divided by, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hello. But that one is
Yes.
not easier to calculate just like that because I don't know, I've learned like it's not easy to calculate that. The best way to calculate, let me remove this black color. The best way to calculate it is to have this, how do you call it now? Is to have this total 29358 beside the total sales. Then you can now use the divide function. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. So I'll say calculate. I'll say calculate. Expression. I still want to use total sales. That's my friend tonight. I'll now say all. What all does is that it removes all filter. All what? All filter. If it's table name, it removes all the filter inside the old table. But I want to do column name. I want to do column name. So I want to do column. I will say, don't worry, you see what I'm trying to do now. I say X sales. Sorry, it's not sales. It's product color.
Color.
So close the all function, then close the calculate function, then press enter. Right? Let me remove this black color. black color. Let me put the sorry, the black product. Let me black product. And then put the all function. Now you can see why is it so I think there are still filter there. This all product function as I'm coming. Oh, if you put there are some color that now shows that that means there's a
But
filter.
I'm not here.
Yeah, there's a filter applied. Let me if you put the all function now, it brought out all the color, no filter. You can see that what you are seeing here, what you are seeing,
They're all the same.
they're all the same because
It's the total.
it's the total, yeah. I've removed what happened, the filter, but it all removes the filter and it calculates the total sales without filtering for black or blue, or it removes all the filter and it calculates the general total sale. That is what the all function does. It removes filter. If there's any filter on your table, it removes all the filter. Now it's easier to calculate and say divide this by this, right? So if you now want to calculate let me move the if you now want to calculate the percentage of sales of product color, so I will say right click, new measure, percentage sales. Because no, not percentage, so percentage product. Wow, time is running fast too. Anyway, percentage product sales or
Cool.
color sales, whichever you want to call it. Yeah, that would be use divide. Everybody knows what divide is. Can you see divide? No, it's asking
Mm-hmm.
me what is the numerator. Can you see what was the bracket? Numerator, comma, denominator, then alternate with.
Denominator.
What's the numerator? Numerator is the total sales for each of the products. All right. So you look
Mm-hmm.
for your total sales measure, then comma. Can you just follow the what's inside the bracket? The next one is what? Denominator. What is the denominator? The all function that we did. That we named all function. Can you remember that gave us the total? So we are saying divide for black, divide 883,841.96 divided by 29,358. Divide 227909 divided by 29,358. Divide 106,470 divided by 29. Divide each of them by this. So this total sales is representing for each of these. Then the all function is the one that is representing the total, which you calculated earlier. Does that make sense? Then comma.
Mm-hmm.
Alternate result is not is optional, but should in case there is a denominator that is showing zero, all this undefined, that we have in mathematics, don't bother doing, just put zero there. So instead of it showing error, do you understand? All this when
Mm-hmm.
your denominator is zero in mathematics, where you call undefined, all those stuff, just put zero there. I don't want to see any error. So enter. So if you put percentage product first there. So change it to percentage. Where is the function? Percentage product. Change it to percentage. So this is a percentage, or these are the percentages, whatever. Are you getting the gist, my people? Hello, everybody's quiet.
Hello.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So now, the it depends. the main thing is, like, let me give you this. When you understand these things, either you are doing it or not. For as long as you're able to communicate before people, you can talk and communicate. Maybe you have somebody that is doing it in your office, but you can explain it. Yeah. Is the person that is able to explain that all up now that the person that is able to explain, the person that is able to communicate, not you won't go there and be showing them that formula. Doesn't they don't care about what you are doing at the background. They are not what happened now? What's English now? They are not concerned about it. What they are concerned is what can you tell us? So somebody might be doing this hard work in your office, but you know about the hard work, but you can now communicate it to stakeholder. This is what is happening in this organization regarding this product, regarding that product. You are the one that people will be looking at because you are able to communicate what is happening, not the person even doing it. I'm not saying you should not, but of course, most time for you to even do it, you must be able, for you to communicate, you must be able to do. But sometimes some people may not be able to do, but they can communicate when they read a graph, when they read a chart, when they read a table, when they read a dashboard or a report, they know what is going on. That is a person that earns the big money sometimes because you're able to communicate. If you know mathematics well, 100 over 100. I only know mathematics 50 over 100. But what you know, you cannot teach other people. You can't pass knowledge. Me, what the 50% that I know, I can pass knowledge with it. Who do you think they will employ? It's me because I can communicate. So your communication is 100%. That is all these line managers. That is what makes them line manager. They can manage people. They can communicate. They can solve queries. And I say solve queries, I'm not saying SQL or Power BI queries. Or no, people fight too in this part of the world. There are people fight with what doing meeting. People challenge each other. Line manager are responsible to reduce conflicts. Communicate stuff. So increase your communication skills, please. Yeah, that's that by that. Let's go out to Power BI. What did I say what did I say we are going to do before I jump to something else? Um,
How to format dashboard.
no. What did I say we are doing next? I have a plan that already. You people have made me to forget. Okay. So we've been able to calculate this, right? So let's say they ask you to compare results. So let me quickly do something first. How is our sales changing? How is our sales changing? Right? I can bring in this one. How is our sales changing? 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 Um, I can bring in this one. How is our sales changing? I can say, when you say how's our that means they are saying it could be month by month, it could be year by year, whatever they are looking for, just give it to them. But let's do year now. So you are saying your sales is changing. You are saying total sales. Yeah. Then what do you call it now? Date. 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 Showing day. So whatever you want to say, I don't want to see day. Day looks about it could make it whatever fine. If you want it, fine. Leave it there. It's showing quarter, it's showing month, and it's showing year. Whichever way you want to look at it. But let's assume we want to leave everything there anyway. Uh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let's assume you want to leave everything there. Just leave that one. That is how our sales is changing every year, right? You can, if you like, you can remove the just like I told you, you can remove the year, the month, and close it just by closing this X. Any question regarding that? No question. Silence means you guys understand. Let's move on. Now, um, there's also what you call variable, but I don't want to go there. But that one looks like it looks as if you are doing some advanced SQL or some, but there are what we call variable in Power BI too. Variable using variables in Power BI, but I don't know if there is time to go to that anyway. So we've done the all function, sorry, the calculate function using the filter, using the all function. Then let's do top sales, top two products, top three products by other thing now. Sales of top two products. Now, there are different ways to do. Okay, before that, yeah, I said something now. What I said earlier, now I can remember. Now, if you want to compare sales between let's say they said compare sales between 2017 and 2018, or compare sales between 2019 and 2020, or compare how are we growing year by year, or are we losing money, right? No, for you to know if you are growing year by year or losing money, you have to know the sales of last year compared to the sales of this year, right? Yes or no? Hello.
Yes.
So the sales of each year, let me do another table. Let me remove this. Let me remove this 10, 10, 10. There is year to date, there is quarter to date, there is month to date. All those functions, they are available everywhere in Power BI. But let's say you want to calculate, you know, if they ask you, is there growth at all? Are we growing at all in our sales or in our profit? Is there growth? Is there profit? Right? So let's say you want to see if there are growth in your profit year by year. You can see that this thing as from is showing day. So let's just leave it like that first. Let's just leave it like that first. If you're having growth at all, is there growth at all? Are we having growth at all? So, if I should bring in sales here, let me show you something. All these things are, if I should bring in sales here, what you are seeing is quarter four. Of course, December belongs to fourth quarter of the year, right? On December 29, this is your sales. So this is your current sales on 2016, December 29. Does that make sense? Hello.
Yes, it does.
This is the current sales for 2017. January is in first quarter. January 4. This is the current sales. So let's say you want to know, for you to calculate if you are growing in sales, or let's do profit. We've been doing sales all this while. Let's do profit. So these are the profit. So you must know, for you to know, let's say today is what? September, the last day, September 30th, 2024. For you to know if you are growing or not, you have to know your profit September 30th, 2023. Do you understand? And compare, yes or no,
Mm-hmm.
right? You have to compare, okay, today's date compared to today's date last year. Is there any difference? So let's say, but all this one you are seeing, they are the current sales for whichever year that is showing. So let's calculate the sales for this same period last year, this same period, this same period, this same period last year. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. At least somebody is answering. You guys just came. It's only person I want two people talking at the same time. That's in Nena and Anoya. I know Lizzie can't talk, but at least somebody's talking. So new measure. So once calculate sales last year, sales LY, right? Sales last year. So let me use variable. It's not a must, but let me introduce variable. Does that make sense? So sales last year is equal to, then you spent, is it control or shift dot enter? Shift dot enter to go to the next line. Shift dot enter. You can do it in a simple way, but let me do it in, it's still simple anyway. Let me do it in a simple way. Yeah. Sales last year, I said variable, not sales. It's not sales last year, it's profit last year. Or let's do profit, please. So I say var current year. Current, let me do it together. Current year profit. Who can tell me the current year profit? Can tell me the
Maybe
current,
like current,
say what?
uh,
Is it
is it
profit
from
or
the
revenue?
2007?
So profit of last year, of this year minus. Okay, current year profit.
Current profit is still the profit.
Yeah, it's not profit. Okay.
Yeah. Is the profit. Profit. That's the current year profit for any year. That's the current year profit, right? Shift dot enter to go to the next line. I want to calculate last year, um, now. Last year profit. Or let me just say, anytime you use variable, VAR, if you are done using a variable, then you have to use the return, what do you call it now? The return keyword. What are you returning after you have done? So it's possible you have two, three variables or four, five, any amount of variables. But after that, you must use return to return whatever you are returning. What are you returning? Say calculate. What's the expression? The expression is what? Total profit, which was what we call current year profit. Sorry. Can you see that? Comma.
Yeah.
Can you see what I'm saying? So instead of me saying calculate, I will say current profit because I've said this profit to be equal to variable current year profit. So I'll just, instead of using profit, I'll just use current year profit. Do you understand? Because I've
Mm-hmm.
said that profit should be equal to current year profit, comma, right? And there's a source called same period last year. Same period last year and date. So same period last year means if the profit you are looking at is 1st of January 2017, give me 1st of January 2016. Do you understand? Then inside the bracket, after simple, you can see date. So just put your date table. Is it date or date alone? Return a set of date in the current selection from the previous year. Okay. Is it date? Let me choose date. What's that? Date. Let me see if this will work. No. The inputs in is not verified by the function same period last year. Okay. Doesn't work. We use the normal one. That means you guys will not stay. Yeah, it's worked. Let me show you in a simple, let me show you, let me do another table. Let me show you in a simple, let me show you in a simple way. So that's date. Let me remove the month, quarter, let me do profit. Okay, then profit last year. Why is it showing me the same thing? No, this is wrong. Coming. I did uh, where it sales. It's date now, and so why is it not showing profit last year? Because profit 2017 should be showing 17,847. Do you understand? So let me do it the normal way. Simple last date. Let me do it the normal way. Profit last year, that will be calculate. It's still the same thing we are doing, but I'm doing it in a different way. Calculate expression, profit, then same period. What are we calculating? Profit for same period last year. Then I'll say date. It's the same thing we are doing anyway. Now it's working. Can you see that on 2017 the profit um the profit is 284444. So profit last year is showing this one 17,849.87. Do you understand? Hello. Consider that is correct. 2018 profit last year is showing 2017 profit because that's where because it is profit last year. Am I
Calculate
communicating?
profits.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So you can now say profit year on year profit growth if there's any growth at all. So how do you calculate year if you know profit for this year, you know profit for last year? How do you calculate your growth? Only
It's profit of last year and this year added together.
how do you know you are making? How do you know you are growing if you have profit last year and profit this year? Well, what do you do to grow? How do
You add the two profits together.
no? How do you know you are growing?
So when I check the profit of the previous years,
Mhm.
yes.
If the profit of last year, by this time last year, was 20 million, and the profit of this year is 40 million, how do you know
Mm-hmm.
you are growing? Are you growing?
So say it again. The previous last year is how much,
Last year is
for
20 million.
example? Mm-hmm.
Last year was 20 million. This year is 40 million.
Mm-hmm.
So are you
Mm-hmm.
growing?
Yes, you're growing.
So
Yeah,
I didn't know we are going.
you minus last year from this year.
But you are telling me I should add this year and last year and this.
Mhm. Yeah, you minus last year from this year then.
Okay. I think the example I gave make it clearer. Sorry, made it clear. So let me now choose a new measure. Percentage profit growth. Yeah, percentage profit growth, right? That would be divide. What do you want to divide? Profit of the current year. So the numerator, can you say the first thing? What can you say after the
Mm-hmm.
divided? So the numerator is
Numerator
profit
is.
profit of current year minus profit of last year. That's the numerator, comma,
Mm-hmm.
divided by profit of last year. Or is it? Yeah, yeah. Profit of
Yeah.
current, yeah. I think so. I think so. Yeah, that's where it should be. Profit of current year minus profit of last year divided by profit of last year. Yeah, profit of last year. Am I right? For those of you who have worked with who have worked in store before, profit of
I
last year.
don't know. I've not.
You know work in store before.
Yeah.
Then you now say zero comma. Your comma could be anything, to be honest. Your comma could be anything. Um, comma zero. So in the case you have zero at the should you have undefined at the denominator. Let's see if this is worked. So this should be in percentage. Wow. One. So this
What is it?
is your how do you call it now? Is it profit? Um,
That's the group.
yeah, if there's any growth or not. That is the kind of growth that you have. It's the data we're using is fictitious data. That's why you are seeing some terrible some terrible stuff there. Anyway, but
Mm.
um as I see some terrible stuff there. So you could do that in um dates. Sorry, let me use dates first. Cut. Wait, what did you do now? Percentage profit growth.
Mm-hmm.
Then by date. It's only between 2016 and 2017 that you have something tangible. I'm just showing you how to do it to the case there's need for it basically. It's between 2016 and 2017 that you have something tangible. Yeah. Every other one
Mm.
is like chaos. To be honest. But anyway, I'm just showing you how to do stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, if you want to compare profit, that is how you compare profit of a particular year to profit of whatever. But you can also do, if there's profit of last year, you can do, let's say profit last year. So you can have two bar to show profit last year. Then if there's any profit growth, something like that. Or you just instead of doing the growth self, you can say profit last year, then current profit. So that you know that profits class and current profit, so that you will know, okay, if there's growth or not. Do you understand?
Okay, with yeah,
Yeah,
with cluster that.
you know. So that is what that by that. But I'm not. I don't want to show that I'm not interested in showing that, to be honest. Um. So any question? Any question?
No,
Lizzie, any question? You there? Only any question.
I
Nina,
said
any
no.
question?
I've said before.
Okay. Nina, any question?
No.
Lizzie, is Lizzie able to talk? Is Lizzie able to talk? No. Okay. Let's do top N. We want to find top products, top top sales of top two products, sales of top 10. Say there are ways of doing it. There are some simple ways, but those simple ways sometimes will not give you what you are looking for. Let's say, let me minimize this. Let me go to territory, right? Territory as sales territory region or sales territory country. I don't want to say map area, babe. Let me do let me do a table. Let me do all the products that we have. English product name. Let me do total sales. So I want to show you how to do top N total sales. So these are the total sales for all the products that we have. Do you understand? They are a lot anyway. These are the total sales. So now I want to find the top, let's say the top 5 or top 10 of these products in terms of sales. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Top
Mm-hmm.
product, top whatever in terms of sales. So I can say I will come here, you will select the visual, right? And you say click on there. Can you see basic filtering? So I'm saying filter product name, but I'm not doing basic. If you want to filter, if you only want to see adjustable rates, just click on adjustable rates and it will only be
It
showing
will show you.
adjustable rates. So that is
Mm.
basic filtering. I'm not doing basic. I want to do top. Top what? Top N.
Mm.
N means it could be any number. Top
Mm-hmm.
N. How many top? Let's say we want to see the top 10.
Mm.
Top 10 products. By what? Top 10 product by what? By sales. So
By sense.
that is the by value, by what value? So bring in
Total sale. Total
that
sale is
total
already there.
sales.
Okay.
It said by value. So can you see add
Mm.
data fields here?
Mm-hmm.
Add data field. So which value do you want to get the top 10 for
Mm-hmm.
from? Or, right? So I'll now say apply filter. Can you see it has reduced it to 10?
Okay.
These are the top 10 products. Um, the top 10 products by 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 sales, basically.
But why is it the top 10? For example, when you look at the ninth one, road 150 red 56 is 1.055, but the last one is 1.202. It should be higher than.
It's still top 10. It didn't arrange it. There's no way
Okay, okay,
there's no way to
okay.
specify either it is other way now ascending or descending because
Or
we are using
descending. Okay.
field or whatever, but it's still part of the top 10 anyway.
Mm, okay.
But I don't like doing it this way.
But this way is
I don't like
also
doing it.
it's clearer.
It's clearer. But
Mm-hmm.
what if you have let's say you have 10 countries and you want to see the top two products in this particular country by sales.
Mm-hmm.
If you let's try and bring in. I think that one too is possible. I'm not sure. Let me bring in country here. Let me take let me put a country in the first position. So for Australia, can you see that it did not even arrange it the way we want it to be? So let's
Mm-hmm.
filter by Australia first. Let's see. So this is a top 10 in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say top 10 products. So you have to start doing the filtering yourself. There's no time for all of this. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's no time for all of this, but there's a better way you can do it, right? But that one looks a bit annoying sometimes, but yeah, it is what it is. So let me show you another way of doing it. We've not done formatting at all. Eh? And it's after
Sorry?
it. I said we've not done formatting at all, and it's after it. Anyway, let's do top N. Top N.
Mm-hmm. Top what?
Top products. And I say
Okay,
top N, you
okay.
can use it what happened now? And I say top N, you can use top sales, top products, top top
Anything.
whatever.
Mm.
I say top anything.
Yes.
Anyway, so that is what we want to do. Did I did it yesterday to be sure I can still remember stuff, right? So we are doing the top two products. It could be in ascending or descending. Um, but I want to do it in a different way that it will make a bit of it so that I can rank. I can rank. Um, so new measure. Let's say I want to say top two products per region. Top two products per region. Okay, the remaining is only top two products per country, right? So I will say I don't want to use variable so that I will not confuse you guys. Let me say calculate. Calculate. Calculate what? What do you want to calculate? Sales.
Mm-hmm.
Calculate total sales. It could be anything, but I'm just using calculate total sales. Why is this one not clicking now? Calculate total sales. And I say top. If you use top N, can you see top N?
Uh-huh.
Top N. Can you see the first thing? What can you see inside the bracket of the top N?
And value.
Should we do top two products as I said, or should we do top five for which one?
Let's do top 5.
So you put five.
Mm-hmm.
Table. Now, the table could also be a different kind of an I'm not putting now. The table could be in different form. It's not necessarily just one table. Or like it's not necessarily you put a table name. So I
Okay.
would say all we can put let's try and put a table name first. Table name is territory table. Territory table. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Um I don't know how to put it then um territory country, right? Comma.
Mm-hmm.
Should I do, can you see it's giving me, can you see table me? I say table, go to the 30 table, give me the sales country um, column in the 30 table, find me the top five sales there. Then is he ascending or descending? Let me do descending.
Okay.
Let's see if this one will work. Descending. Then uh, I'll close top, and then I'll close calculate function.
Okay, let's finish.
So let me see if this one will work. I don't know. Let's see. Let's try it. Let's see. Seeing is believing sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say territory country. Right. I should have filtered out the any. Anyway, sales territory country. Then product, English product name. Right. Then let me bring it. Let's see if this one will work. That wasn't what I tried yesterday, but let's see if it will work. Top Top what? Is it top two? Okay, we said top two, but
We
we
said
use
top 5.
let me change it to top five. No, we said top two in the name, but we use as top.
Okay.
So let me
Mm.
top five. Let's see if it's going to work. No, you can see that. I'll like it now. Okay,
I
we
think
are
you brought up
doing
everything. Not there's no top 5.
yeah. There's no top five. I think we are not we didn't use the off function and we didn't talk about product name. We use territory in the formula. So there's only the product name. I'm coming. Let me do it. This one was just product name, um, product name, and I'm
Product
coming.
name and
This one was country, product name. So the total sales was there in the formula. The product name was there in the, I mean this one there.
hmm.
We had to select Australia Air before it was able to filter it for us, right? And the product name was part of what is here. And so it was product name that we used. we say get all these top products, but here we are saying get all the top country. If you check the formula, the top 5 products, you say territory. So it is territory that we have to use, not the products. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So if you want to
I'm
do
calling
this,
it.
let me take away the English products name for lesson. So we are saying let me show you what is doing. Top five. I didn't name it. Top 5 product sales because we said calculate.
It's supposed to be per country. Mm,
We said when you say top 5 product sales, you are saying go to Australia, right? Go to the
mm.
world
I calculate the top 5 products being
and
sold.
calculate it, yeah, being sold, add it together, and it will give me this.
Mm-hmm.
That is what it's doing. But if you